Good day everyone, I am Jezelme Mabaw Bohol and I am an AD History student in Central Mindanao University. So I will going to give an information or a small background about the life and works of Ptolemy. Ptolemy in Latin, Claudius Ptolemus. He was born on 100 CE and died on 170 CE. He was an Egyptian astronomer, mathematician, and geographer of Greek descent who flourished in Alexandria during the 2nd century CE. In several fields, his writings represent the culminating achievement of Greco-Roman science, particularly his geocentric or the Earth-centered model of the universe known as Ptolemaic system. Okay. What was Ptolemaic system all about? So, according to some accounts, Ptolemaic system is the theory that the Earth is a stationary center of the universe with the planets moving in epicyclic orbits within surrounding concentric spheres. As well as Ptolemaic system is a geocentric cosmology that starts by assuming that Earth is stationary and at the center of the universe. Ptolemy's model explained this imperfection by postulating that the apparently regular movements were a combination of several regular circular motions seen in perspective from a stationary Earth. A geocentric system or geocentric model, mathematical model of the universe formulated by the Alexandrian astronomer and mathematician Ptolemy about 150 CE and recorded by him in his Almagest and Planetary Hypothesis. So these are the notable works of Ptolemy such as the Almagest, Optica, Guide to Geography, and the Hypothesis ton Planomenon. Yet, the Almagest was his first major astronomical work and his famous work. It was completed about 150 CE and contains reports of astronomical observations that Ptolemy had made over preceding quarter of a century. So the Almagest is an astronomy textbook and star catalog. Almagest is a later fusion of Arabic and Greek words. Al stands for Arabic for the, and Majesty is the Greek for greatest. So it means the greatest. Almagest means the greatest. So the title indicating the book's status in astronomy. The fundamental assumption of the Almagest is that the irregular movements of the heavenly bodies are in reality combinations of regular, uniform, and circular motion. In creating the Almagest, Ptolemy converged observation of the moon of the heaven spanning many hundreds of years, beginning with the data compiled in Babylon in 747 BC. Thus, in analyzing and interpreting the data in order to create his model, Ptolemy used state-of-the-art mathematics. So as you have seen in the screen, This is the Ptolemy's universe, or the Almagest universe, the greatest universe. Ptolemy placed the Earth as at the center of the universe and showed the stars as the bodies farthest from Earth, as well as showed Mercury as the planet closest to Earth. So if you have seen in the screen, so we have seen here that the Earth was in the center, and in the other hand, Mercury is the closest planet of the Earth, and then based of what we observed, the Sun is the farthest. It is the farthest from the Earth, and it is very opposite to the idea of Nicolaus Copernicus, wherein he said that the Sun is the center of the universe and made the planets more around it in perfect circles. So in Almagest star catalog, he provided the coordinates and brightnesses of over 1,000 stars and placed them in 48 constellations. So in the famous work of Ptolemy, which is the Almagest, it contains 13 books. So the book 1 talks about cosmology and trigonometry. It gives arguments for a geocentric spherical cosmos and introduces the necessary trigonometry along with a trigonometry table that allowed Ptolemy in subsequent books to explain and predict the motions of the Sun, Moon, planets, and stars. The book 2, or the spherical astronomy, uses spherical trigonometry to explain cartography. So when we say cartography, it is the art and science of graphically representing a graphical area, usually on a flat surface such as a map or chart. So the book 2 uses spherical trigonometry to explain cartography and astronomical phenomena such as the length of the longest day. The book 3 deals with the Sun. So it deals with the motion of the Sun and how to predict its position in the zodiac at any given time. So the book 4 and 5 of Ptolemy's Almagest is it treats the more difficult problem of the moon's motion. Book 5 also describes the construction of instruments to aid in this investigation. So for the book 6 of Ptolemy, it deals with eclipses. So the theory developed to this point is applied to solar and lunar eclipses in book 6. So for the book 7 and 8, mainly concern the fixed stars, giving ecliptic coordinates and magnitudes for 1022 stars. Still, on the other hand, the book 9 deals with Mercury. For the book 10 is it deals with Venus and Mars. For the book 11 deals with Jupiter and Saturn. For the book 12 is the retrogradation. Last but not the least is book 13. It deals with the planetary latitudes. So this is one of the most famous quotes or lines of Ptolemy. He said, "There is mortal as I am. I know that I am born for a day, but when I follow at my pleasure the serried multitude of the stars in their circular course, my feet no longer touch the earth." And also, it is also one of the famous lines or quotes of theologian Ptolemy. It stated there that as material fortune is associated with the properties of the body, so honor belongs to those of the soul.